Hello everybody, welcome back to Not the Speakeasy.
I'm Zach this time.
And I'm Jake.
We are the Dirt Road Men. Should have brought some bourbon out here.
Yeah.
Nothing against Scotch, but when we lean in a certain direction, we tend to swing that direction.
Yeah. The whiskeys kind of disappeared underneath the cigar.
Yeah. So we're here today for a cigar review of the Montecristo Espada, which means sword.
Oh, cool. That was about the fucking biggest one.
Yeah, this particular one's a Gordo, although they listed it as a Magnum on their site.
Nice.
Yeah. This is my favorite size of cigar. About a 60 ring gauge. We can vary in length a little bit. I just need that right girth. Alright, so this is a Nicaraguan Puro, meaning that everything in it's from Nicaragua.
I believe.
So, this was married together, this was put together through a union of Montecristo, the brand, and Nestor Placenta. That's why I said it slow. I was trying to avoid saying that. Look, I'm sorry, man. I speak English. Get over it.
Yeah.
I'm already in Facebook jail this week. Who cares? Anyway, they came to a deal to let Montecristo's blenders come into Placenta's factory and make their own blend and put them out. Why is this special? We'll touch on that more in the back half. I already kind of mentioned that Espada means sword. Other than that, because I want to save that stuff for the back half, we pretty much just have to talk about the cigar.
So far, I like it. It's a nice change from our typical Maduros that we love so much.
Yes.
It's definitely lighter than what used to, but it's got like a nice kind of tea notes, like black tea, but
yeah,
like tea notes I'm getting off of it.
That's what I was thinking. See, I usually take down the tasting notes listed to compare. I already had some in my head because this is probably the 5th one of these I've smoked. They list coffee. I was also thinking black tea a lot more than coffee. I don't get that extra bitterness that I'm used to from coffee as opposed to tea.
I mean, if you put like, I don't know, you had like a tablespoon of coffee in a glass, and then you added in like a whole measuring cup of water, baby.
Yeah. One thing that I find interesting, I get some wood notes on this. Do you?
Yeah.
That's interesting because it was kept in Tupperware. This didn't touch any wood.
Huh.
So you can't... I normally lay off of mentioning cedar wood notes because if you keep it in a humidor, there's cedar wood in it. Sometimes it's really predominant and I'll say something because it's a front and center flavor. But if it's just kind of there, I tend to leave it alone. But yeah, I get tea, wood, and a little bit of like cinnamon sugar. Just a hint of that on there. I had some cinnamon sugar on rice this morning. It wasn't too bad.
About like having a rice cereal, like Rice Krispies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is a natural, not a Maduro. That's fairly self-evident just by looking at it. But bears mentioning, we've almost stopped talking about the types of cigars we've been reviewing because they're almost always Maduros. But I bought those. Okay. I bought those in a couple of packs, and we've gone through those packs. So, one thing that I do notice about this cigar that I think deserves pointing out is the presentation.
Yes.
The cigar is super well made, and the bands that they put on it. So we have these. It has a footer that looks really nice, and then it has this special band here that Jake left on, and then the normal Montecristo band.
That was the only one that didn't just slide off.
Yeah. It makes for a really good looking cigar. Now I will say when I took the footer off this one, which hasn't happened on any of the others I smoked, it pulled a little of the leaf with it.
Same.
Mm-hmm. It just slid off when I pulled on it really hard.
It wasn't that hard. I wiggled it a little bit and it just kind of popped. And
But like I said, I do have to save some of this for the back half. So I think we will be back here in a couple of minutes. Well, a few seconds tops for you, almost instantaneously. Probably like an hour or two for us. So, till we see you in a second.
Yep.
This is us.
You know who we are.
We fucked that up somehow.
That's okay. They know who we are. We'll probably have bourbon when we come back, though.
Yeah. We'll see you in the back half.
Go ahead, Ben. Hello, everybody. Welcome back
To the back half. Alright. So, mine, like, exploded. But of all the ones I've had, this is the only one this happened with. It might have to do with the fact that they had to get transitioned out of my humidor so I could season it.
You might want to get that looked at.
Thanks. So I mentioned before that these are Nicaraguan puros, and I touched on it, but what puro means is that everything in the cigar came from one spot, or one country, really, because these tobaccos came from 3 different regions that I can't quite remember, within Nicaragua. Now, I mentioned also that this cigar was made as a collaboration between Montecristo and Nestor Plasencia. And if you read the marketing on their side, they really talk this up as though Montecristo and God put this cigar together.
So who is Plasencia?
And that is why we are here. Plasencia is essentially just a very well-known and well-respected tobacco grower and producer and cigar maker in Nicaragua. So you've had some of his cigars.
Oh.
The 5 Vegas Gold Maduro, the Alec Bradley Black Market, some of the tobacco that goes in the American Sun-Grown, because the wrapper's American. We've also had the Rocky Patel Connecticut is grown by this guy, put together by this guy, along with a whole bunch of other Rocky Patels. Rocky Patel uses them for a lot of stuff. So, essentially, this guy actually does this with a lot of companies. They've just never done it with Montecristo before.
Oh, gotcha.
And Montecristo still essentially didn't let him put this together. What they said was, let us use your amazing selection of tobacco and come in and make our own awesome cigar. I think they did a good job.
Yeah.
It stayed consistent all the way through, which is interesting and not super common. It's not really a plus or minus for that. Some cigars don't stay consistent, but they take you on kind of an interesting journey. They change, but in a good way as you go. This one stayed pretty much the same for me. I've gotten some red pepper.
Yeah.
A little bit.
The tea notes I was getting earlier kind of darkened up.
Yeah. I still wouldn't say coffee, though.
No, not anywhere near coffee. Just a darker tea.
Yeah. Other than that, though, pretty much the same. It's not really a background cigar, but you can smoke it and do, like, I mean, you can smoke any cigar and do other stuff as long as you're not a bitch. But By the way, featuring Buffalo Trace, because 2019 is the year that Buffalo Trace went full Ricky Bobby and posted on their own page a thing of Ricky Bobby with an edited bottle of Buffalo Trace in his hand, saying, "If you don't like Buffalo Trace, then fuck you." We like that kind of marketing around here. So,
It's excellent. Just like Buffalo Trace.
the next whiskey box promos we do, we should do that way. Instead of shooting for like Ron Swanson-esque lines, just fucking Ricky Bobby type shit. I gotta stutter. Stuttering stare.
We can get some race suits.
Yeah. What did you think about this? Because I've had this several times before. I got it specifically so you could try it. Just figured it'd be smart to review it.
I really like it. It's a good, solid.
I think it's my new favorite Montecristo.
I don't remember the other ones particularly well.
Montecristo was like one of the first cigars we reviewed.
That's a lot of cigars ago, man.
Yes.
I don't.
It's almost 2 years ago now.
Wow. Yeah. In about 3 weeks.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah. We've been at this for a minute. And by the time they see this, it'll be into 2020.
Oh. Well, happy fucking New Year.
Yeah. Yeah. We salute you, people of the future. Your ways are strange. But, I mean, I'm a little upset that this one kind of like blew out on me because now it's smoking all funky and it wasn't up until this point. But again, I'm fairly certain that's how I kept the cigar. I just didn't do as good of a job. Also, I haven't let these rest except for like 4 days.
Mine stayed together, and other than user error, I had to touch up a little chunk of the where it's burning at. It stayed fairly consistent throughout.
You did burn the shit out of that foot when you lit it.
Oh yeah, I did. But it, like a good maybe quarter inch of the way down, it corrected itself. So.
Mm-hmm.
I'd give it an 8.
I'm at a 10.
10.
I'm really pleased with it.
I really like it. I guess for a lighter cigar, it'd be 10. But
see, I live more in the natural space. You live more in the Maduro space.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would love to constantly have a few of these in my humidor just to do anything with. This made top 20 cigars in 2015, the year it was released. So
I can see that.
That's pretty impressed. I literally just grabbed it. Well, actually, I grabbed it because it was recommended to me by our local tobacconist, Kevin Ritter, over at Ritter Cigar. But if I'm 100% honest, the number one reason I bought it was because of its presentation. It looked really cool. It's a lesson in marketing. Also, I do really trust Montecristos. I'm kind of partial to them.
I could smoke one of these every day. It wouldn't hurt my feelings none.
Yeah, especially with the, like, just the middle of the road way that it goes.
Mm-hmm.
It's not so light that you're gonna wish you had something heavier most of the time, but it's not so forward that every once in a while you're gonna be like, I'm just not that into it today. I don't know if you have days like that, but I have days where I'm like, I don't really want a Maduro today.
No. I have yet to hit. I don't wish. I wish I didn't have Maduro today.
Quick ball sets out of the room. I think that's all we have for you guys today. Till we see you again, I'm Zach.
I'm Jake.
We are the Dirt Road Men. Zach! Zach! Come shut the camera off! Do your job! Press the button! Zach! Hey everybody, if you like this video, hit a like or dislike, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And if you really like what we're doing, check us out over on Facebook, where we post every day.